Honestly, I'll be completely honest. My dignity is far more important than your subscription. Hans Niemann. The chances that that's actually Hans Niemann, boys, someone, please someone verify whether that's actually Hans Niemann. I feel like I'm getting trolled right now. If that is, oh my word, this might be the best day of my life. There's no way it's real. Nah, no, don't troll me like that, don't troll me. I mean, regardless, thank you, and I will hopefully keep killing it, whoever you are. Surely, no, you're all joking, You're lying, boys, you're lying. Stop, nah, I'm getting trolled so hard. That's actually Hans Niemann, really? I don't even care if I'm getting trolled. I'm gonna bite the bait completely and fully. Thank you so much for even recognizing my stream. I don't know if you're still here, but I think you're actually a legend, and I think what you're doing at the moment, your content, the villain arc thing, I love it. No, surely I'm getting trolled. What? You're not. You're lying. You're actually lying. You simply have to be lying. I'm gonna be so sad if I'm getting trolled right now, because this would be so cool. Damn, there's no way Hans Niemann watches my stuff, man. Right, Toby, check. I know you're in the chat. Toby's my brother. He's the only one I trust in here. You're all a bunch of lying freaks. No way. Sorry, I'm just okay. Let me like definitely try and. Let me try and do something here. I mean, this Benko's gone pretty well. It's not him. No. You absolute scumbag. Trolled it so hard. And I fully believed it. I bought the bait. Hook, line, and sinker. I thought this was possibly the best ever stream I'd ever done. Yeah. You know what, boys? That's okay. That's brutal. That's probably the best trolling chat's ever done. Boys! Hans Niemann, no, bro, what? Man, this is so awesome. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Oh, boys, what the hell? Right. I need to play the chess of my life. I'm so thrown. I'm gonna lose this game. Okay, how do I do this? This is a pass pawn. Maybe the my knight belongs home. Maybe c4 and 93. I don't really know. I'm kind of thinking c4 93 to play like. C4 kind of disconnects the pawn from the group, though. I feel like they might overextend it a little. Unbelievable. Why on earth are you in my stream right now? I'll become so real. I'll be so completely real. Okay, let's just play this. I just need to make a move because I'm gonna flag. Damn. That's unbelievable. Thank you, man. I hope that the glazing has not been too brutal. Okay, let's get rid of that. And then let's get rid of that. I'm sorry, this is Will from the future. I have to interject here. The fact that I played bishop takes knight here. Please don't unsubscribe from my channel. The fact this is only an inaccuracy is Stockfish basically saying, listen, I understand you were stressed. I understand you were nervous. I understand you didn't have much time. Taking this should be an outright blunder. Bishop d4, obviously. Obviously, we win the queen. I'm sorry I didn't see that. However, we wouldn't have got, well, I don't want to ruin what's about to happen, but enjoy. Oh, this is sick. This is sick. Right. Let me, I'm so gonna end up losing this game on time. But I think we managed to simplify into something a little more comprehensible for my mortal brain. And honestly, we go again. We just simplify it. Maybe objectively this is not amazing ideas. But if we got the rooks off. Take with the... I feel like I should have better instincts than to not know whether to take with the pawn or the queen right now. I mean, that means he doesn't have a pass pawn. Okay, I'd have 38 seconds. So dumb. Just keep moving, you know what I'm saying? Unbelievable. I'm glad to have improved your day, mate. I have like lectures at 11 AM tomorrow. It's currently like 2 AM. It might be a bit early to push this pawn, but I want to leave my queen on the back rank because I'm extremely scared. And then I might even just like queen c8, bang, bang, bang. Or the queen c8, this. I've now just kind of maybe overextended this pawn. I don't know. Should I even be scared of queen a8? Probably not, because I can just play king g7. Like, let's say queen here for some reason. I don't really know. Like a queen b3. Obviously, you can't trade because then the passer just promotes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Hans is only 20. That's what I'm saying. That's what you gotta remember, boys. If I was a betting man, which I might be because I might develop a gambling addiction pretty soon. There's a certain amount of maths you can study until you just feel as though you need to develop a gambling addiction. If we just go here to try and promote this pawn and we get checked, where's the next check? Here, then we push because we now support. Then it's queen b2 time. You try and approach, we can just get rid of the king, push. Like this, I feel like this should be quite like escorting and beautiful. With 24 seconds, I don't know. But the queen and the pawn, like this king's just nowhere near. Check. Give me that. Oh no, don't give me that. I'm an idiot. I'm a complete moron. If they take. Here. Yeah, we should still win. right? We just leave this structure here. If I take here, might get a bit technical. Because then they win this and they can get back in and hold this. But if I now just bring my king in, you can't do anything zesty with this queen because, I mean, maybe you could go queen e3. But then we just push. You just can't have, you don't have any moves. And if it's takes, here, here, here. Okay, they're going to do this. We can play h5 maybe. I'm sure there's a better way to win this. I have 15 seconds and I'm so stressed. I'm looking for a filthy little tug twang, boys. No, no! Trade the queens, you idiot! But we run and we can mate, maybe. That's a check. Oh my god, am I dead? Am I dead? Where's your check? Yes! 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 That's the Hans effect, boys. That's the Hans Niemann effect right there. Je ne comprends pas l'anglais, mais je comprends des chèques maths. Oui, oui, d'accord. Yeah, that, like, low-key has to be a YouTube video right there. We take that. We flip and take those, boys. Unreal. Unflippin' real, boys. Okay, so since the point that Hans actually joined and started watching, I just wanted to go over the gameplay that I just showed, because obviously this was a bit of a weird video. This wasn't so much about the chess as it was about a pretty cool moment for me with, like, one of the most, I mean, genuinely one of the most famous chess players in the world. We're not going to go into any of the controversy there, but the fact remains that one of the most famous chess players in the world was watching my stream. Do you know what I'm saying? And ignoring the fact that I missed bishop d4, we're going to sort of just go through how I played this, how I performed. The first move that I played in the footage just then was queen to a7, which was the best move. And then, after our opponent went for this good move, bishop e3, queen b8 was also the best move. Now, bearing in mind that I wasn't really thinking at all, playing off kind of vague instinct, just noticing the fact that I clearly want to unpin this pawn, but also don't want to allow captures, so I want to pin the pawn that our opponent has here to their rook, such that if they took, we could take here, queen takes, and then of course queen takes, and we'd be very trivially winning here. Our opponent moves, we go rook a5, which is not the best idea. The best idea was in fact to reroute this knight and open up the bishop, because our opponent here could have just played queen e2 to defend the pawn, and then my rook is just completely useless here. However, they play f4 instead. We can therefore attack the bishop, although apparently c4 was actually the best move. I kind of vaguely alluded to the fact that c4, knight d3 might be a good plan. And apparently after rook b2, knight d3 would actually be a great move. Then I guess the rook would go to c2, and at that point we can, trade this off here? And then grab this, with the problem that if you take this pawn, I'll be forking you here on b2. But after f4, knight c4 was just, it wasn't a bad move at all. It was in an accuracy, but only quite slightly. I mean, you can see here, minus 1.76, minus 2.2. We lose like half a pawn's worth of advantage. They make a mistake here. We take. I know I addressed this earlier in the video, but I cannot believe I just took this knight. And the fact it's only in inaccuracy is hilarious. This should be at least a missed win. I don't know what Stockfish is thinking here. Bishop d4 absolutely would have won that queen. We could have then, our opponent would have likely resigned. However, we trade. And this isn't a bad move, because then we win the pawn. But keep in mind, my main concern is, first of all, not even the game of chess I'm playing. Secondly, I need to simplify. So I'm thinking I've got barely any time. I've just spent 4 minutes absolutely glazing Hans Niemann. I've just spent 4 minutes talking, trying to work out whether it was actually Hans Niemann in my stream. I look at my time, I see 2 minutes left, I'm like, oh no. So I trade everything off, basically. We put the knight here, take that, grab this pawn, and then of course rook here. The rook goes back, takes, rook here. Best moves to trade everything off, which is kind of an instructive idea that not only when you're low on time you should trade things off. The engine's obviously not taking that into account, but also we are just up a pawn, and that passed pawn can become far more of an advantage when we get to a simpler endgame. I like to think of it in terms of ratios or in terms of like a fraction. 1 pawn extra at the start of the game it's barely anything, because the amount of material you have at the start of the game, it could be they have 32 points of material, we have 33. As an actual percentage, our passed pawn isn't much. However, you trade down, and as you trade down, that +1 difference between the numerator and the denominator makes the ratio a far more drastic advantage, and this 1 becomes far more valuable. In fact, in my beginner coaching class, which you can sign up for if you want, willtaylorchess.com, go check it out, the link will be in the description. When I sort of use this to justify why trading down material makes sense when you're up material, he drew a parallel to scarcity and economics, which I thought was quite relevant. Maybe some of you would like to understand it like that. All that to say, a huge tangent to say something that basically everyone who knows anything about chess knows, which is trade down if you're up material. I'm very glad that taking here with the pawn was the best move, because I kind of deliberated over that that for about 20 seconds. I think having their passed pawn, physically blockaded, which is, non-trivially close to promotion, is probably quite useful, although I am not an endgame master by any means. But because of the distance between the king and the promoting square, I was thinking, do you really have time to invest a million moves in getting your king over here, which is kind of what we saw. And I thought, you know what, we've got kind of structural equality all the way over here. We've got this kind of symmetry. And so if you reduce the board to these three files, then it's a 2-on-1. Anyone that's ever played rugby, it's a 2-on-1. Do you know what I mean? We're working with the queen and the pawn against the queen, a very reductionist endgame to taking our imbalance and making it just as simple as possible. Anyway, so of course we start advancing the queen here. We advance the pawn. We give the check. Of course, if they take, then takes, they can't stop promotion. So we give the check. They go here. Then we start bringing our king in. I think this is a really practical idea to bring the king in, and then king f6 being the best move. Go for h5, take, and then of course not play g5. However, I had 4 seconds left and I got very nervous. I should have just taken here, and as I said, here, and if you take, and I'm going to win the pawn. And then, of course, if you push, then that's going to let me in to e5. We can win this, we can go in and win this, and our opponent's king has been drawn way too far away to stop any of that happening. But instead, of course, I play g5, unfortunately. Now, this is a bad move because they have this, which I highlighted in the game. Then I could run with the king, and presumably they start mopping stuff up. There would be a draw here, and I would probably have blundered it and also gotten flagged. However, they took. I take. They go check. I go here, and then I pre-move king to g3. Because if I was playing white here, I would definitely play queen h5. I would not be thinking, oh, maybe play queen h7 because king g3 and all of a sudden queen d3 is a check, etc. No, I'm trying to stay as close to that king as possible. However, king g3, where on earth is your next check? I am not claiming to have calculated this. You can't check me here. You can't check me along this file because your pawn is in the way, of course. My king holds this. Your queen cannot access this diagonal except from on e5, which is held by my pawn. It can't access here, here, here. I mean, you can't give me a check, which is unbelievable, and why I pre-moved this. Because, as I say, if the queen had gone here, then we would have seen that trade. I could have picked this up and tried to promote this. Again, probably would have got flagged. However, checkmate, and we get the 1.2 second clutch. While Hans Niemann himself watches, frankly, I'm sure he wishes he could be as good at chess as me. The ability to completely blunder away a win into a drawing endgame by playing g5, but clutch it nonetheless with a pre-move king g3 and then queen d2, mate. I mean, absolute box office stuff. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys understand why I had to make this a YouTube video. We'll be back with more serious chess content in the future. This one was, of course, geared a little more to the entertainment side of my channel. However, you're clearly not just here for great chess. You're here for the entertainment. You're here because you like the songs I play on YouTube Shorts. You're here because of my British witticisms and charisma. So hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you do want to get involved in what I've got going on at the moment, where I'm coaching a beginner class, an intermediate class, and an advanced class, I mean, if you're more than like 1800 on chess.com, frankly, I know I'm like, oh, 2150. I don't think I have that much to teach anyone that's above 1800 on chess.com. It's a fairly arbitrary place to draw the line, but I absolutely think if you like the style of chess that I try to play, if you enjoy the way that I try to teach things here on my channel, then you'll like what we've got going on in the WTC Academy community. Forgive the slightly pretentious name. Also forgive the fact that I'm likely going to be plugging this semi-hard over the next couple of weeks. If you're not interested, please feel free to just ignore it, but please don't resent me for my capitalist tendencies. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.